so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stevens. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Stevens. Open man is Anderson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
That former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
34-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
48th month. Hey, defense.
Operating from the gun, Stevens. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
6-yard line.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray again This is Drake. And some room to run now. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
Buying time to his left. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the give, this is Drake. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Murray has the first down and more. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Drake. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal, it's Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Panthers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Stevens. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And down to the 36-yard line here.
Number 20.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
58, come on. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. 58, boys, 58.
They'll run here with Balaj, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stevens completes it to Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brought him down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Stevens setting up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Stevens. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
7. It's 4th down.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now last drive, so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Murray going to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Murray, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Jordan Hicks, 3rd in the NFL in tackles a year ago, there to make the play.
2nd and 8. At
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Stevens. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
A 3-yard pickup.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 58's the money.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Stevens. And my goodness, this is incomplete. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Murray from midfield, going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside
right
the 15.
down,
Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Panthers 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
5-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you, you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. This is McCaffrey on the give. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the turnover, here's Murray. The catch made by Hopkins. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of
And DeAndre Hopkins with another catch. And let's face it, when Arizona made this trade, there had to be no one happier than quarterback Kyler Murray, who had been pushing his management to draft his college teammate C.D. Lamb out of Oklahoma. But when they made the trade for DeAndre Hopkins, they didn't need to do that anymore. This guy's an all-pro receiver. Been the top 3 in receptions the last 2 seasons. And now with Larry Fitzgerald already there, and you add DeAndre Hopkins, the possibilities endless for the Arizona Cardinals in the passing game.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
24.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
3rd and 3.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
58's Mike. And 58 is the Mike. Well, 58's the Mike.
Operating from the gun, Stevens winds up. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Now they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. No problem there on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was pump the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
The tackle by...
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jeremy Chin in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
A gain there of 21 yards. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Stevens. Got his target, Samuel. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
Sly lining up for the point after.
And a little bit cut down to 14.
Next to score, Cardinals 31, Panthers 17.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
2nd and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. He's scared.
From the gun, Murray. And this one is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
Arizona.
Check. Block 54. Let's go, dude.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cornelder, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Balaj. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
13-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
58, right over there. Get in the right room. Get in the right room.
Operating from the gun, Stevens, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll come out in the pistol. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Good. Makes the score Cardinals 31. Panthers Panthers 20.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Going deep. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 78 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely loved what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Stevens. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Stevens taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Murray's pass.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Murray again, this is Drake. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He's tackled.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story that we'll talk about after this one. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
The tackle by Yeaton.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Murray flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Don't get nervous.
Right back to Drake. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Play fake. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Operating from the gun, Stevens. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9. Ready?
On first down, Stevens. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, but it's going to be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's out time, guys. It's out time. 43 is the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
To throw again, Stevens. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
By
Jordan Phillips in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Throwing on first down, Stevens. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, Stevens. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he stopped immediately there. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
At the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Situation. Let's go. Check. First down.
They stay on the ground with Drake. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd and short, Drake. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Here's Andy Lee now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Today's final score, Cardinals 30.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.